Hello, welcome back to my channel, Love Caregiving with Julie. It's been a while. Yes, it's been a very busy period. But like I keep saying, I love it when, I wouldn't call it distraction, just you have so much to do. That way, you don't get depressed or start thinking about things that are really unnecessary. So welcome. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. But like I say, these videos, they make me happy. I love making them. I'm just praying that someone else sees them. So this past week, it's more than a week now, we had Mother's Day in my church. And it made me stop to think about things because I've been a mother for a long time. I mean, my kids are all in their 20s. And I never really pay a lot of attention to Mothering Sunday, Mother's Day, whatever. But a lot of things have been happening in my life recently that, things that I used to ignore. I see myself, like paying attention. Some of them are little things that like wanting to know the meaning of a word, because, sometimes we just use word and you don't know the meaning, but you just go on as if you know. I don't let that just go anymore. So some words that I'm sure, many of you listening to me, watching me might know. Recently, I had somebody use a word like Pyrrhic victory. I had to go look up the meaning of that. Or what was the other one? Detrimental something. Well, anyway, so that's what I mean. I like to know things. I no longer like to just go my merry way. It makes me happy to, know things, Juliet. Get to know things. Don't just float through life. So Mother's Day 2026, I paid attention. And then my local assembly also, they got me involved. They didn't allow me, because, it's almost as if the pastors' wives, they knew, especially the men pastor, knew that this lady, if you leave her, she will just be walking away from everything. And I loved that she got me involved. I must tell you the truth. But what I want to say here is, what makes a person a mom? What makes a person a mother? Biology, science and technology, circumstances, criminality. What makes a person a mother? Could be any of these things I named. Circumstances where you had to become a mother because these children were in front of you and they needed a mom. Biology, where, of course, you had them by yourself. On science, IVF situations, surrogacy. So all of this, criminality, where people steal other people's children and they become the mother to those kids. All of these circumstances, and maybe more that I don't know. I was asking myself, what makes a person a mom? It's very important that we know. I will never sit here and try to tell anybody how to be a mother, a mom, a mommy, a mama to their children. So that's why I'm asking this simple question. What makes us a mom? What do we do that shows that, oh, I'm a mom? What is that? Igbo people have a word for it, so and I'm not going to use that, but it's like you have it at the depth of your stomach, that mother instincts, that mother thing that makes you want to be a mom, not just to your children. You want to be a mom to just about anybody in front of you. You see people like me becoming a mom to even your husband. Once in a while, I have had my husband call me mama, you know. So being a mom, it is such a huge responsibility, and it's such a huge joy. There's something about it that cannot be explained. The joy you take in seeing the child happy, satisfied, healthy. It takes a lot of discipline, a lot of diligence, a lot of sacrifice, a whole lot of love, and much, much more. I look at some people and I'm like, that's a mom right there. You see some men, they have motherly instincts. That's why I'm asking, what makes us a mom? Is it just because I'm a woman, so I'm a mom? I called my children. My children ranges from their ages, early 20s to mid 20s. And I asked them, I said, when you were kids growing up back home here, what kind of mama, because that's what they call me, mama, what kind of mama was I? It's very important. And the youngest, who's more outspoken, said, I remember you playing music wherever we're going, wherever we are. ABBA, I had to know the words of ABBA music, because we're always playing them, or some Igbo songs. And this for me is part of my growing up, playing Celine Dion, Michael Jackson, all those. Once in a while now, that's why she will say, if she gets a video of it or something, she will send to me. That's what she remembers, a happy mom, a happy mama. And I'm like, is that, I was in, oh, he said, yeah, I had a lot of no's. Mama, can I? No. Mama, can I? No. She remembers those too. Okay, you are the outspoken one. And they went on and on. The oldest, she said, I used to watch you. Like, is she happy? And I asked her why. She said, because I have seen you lost in thought. Just maybe you thought nobody was watching. And the younger one said, yes, I noticed that too, but I felt that, okay, maybe that's what grown-ups do. That for me was very telling, because sometimes we think they're not watching. I'd always known though that the kids are they're much more than we think they are. Recently, my church had asked me that I'm going to have to talk to the youth. We're just waiting for this whole period of Easter and Lent and everything to, go by. And I have been speaking to the Holy Spirit to please help me so that when I talk to them, I will not mess their heads up, because those are our future. The children are very, very important. They are our future. It's one thing to talk to my peers, but the kids, what I say to them, what we say to them, that's where being a mother comes in. What we say to them is very important. It's very telling. I can't go in front of them without the power of the Holy Spirit behind me, without His guiding. And that is the same for kids everywhere. We don't just say what we want to say to them. We don't just make comments the way we want to make them. No, we must watch what we say to them. That's, for me, is what being a mother is. Because they hear, they see, they watch, and they keep all of that with them. So I'm going to make a follow-up to this video. But thank you so much so far for listening to me. Of course, today I didn't talk about caregiving, but this is still Love Caregiving with Julie. God bless you for always giving me your time.